Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. Just a few minutes ago I recorded all these candidates and my opinion on them. So yeah, you're gonna see these clips in 3, 2, 1. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. There's this random guy named Peter Wakeman. He's running for Auckland mayor. This is his introduction. Okay, pretty good. He complained to TVNZ, BSA, approximately 2 million Ukrainian and Russians dead, approximately 80% of deaths in World War II were Russian and Chinese. Okay. Whoa! What a statement. Israel is breaching international law by starving Palestinians to death. So basically his campaign is foreign policy based. But the thing is, he has no control over it. He's Auckland's mayoral candidate. He's running for mayor. He's not running to be an MP. He's running for mayor. USA must recognize Palestine in the UN, stop supplying funding and weapons to Israel. This is the guy that's running for Auckland mayor. He's not even focusing on the bureaucracy or the amount of rubbish Wayne Brown did. He's not even talking about policy. No. He's talking about foreign policy. This guy's not focusing on the city. This guy is selfish. He's also running for mayor in Christchurch. Is this who you want as Auckland's mayor? A guy running for Christchurch mayor also? If this is who you want as Auckland's mayor, you are a joke. There's no way you actually want this guy. Oh yeah, and then he continues, New Zealand government must follow international law, not enabling genocide, questioning funding of Five Eyes spy network, and children are being oofed, starved, bombed, shot with insufficient housing in New Zealand. What does that have to do with Gaza? What does that have to do with the Israel-Gaza conflict? Insufficient housing. It has nothing to do with the Gaza conflict, bro. You idiot. You're not gonna be mayor, okay? 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐈𝐂𝐋 dead free money. Wakeman opposes the fluoridation of water as it raises serious mental health questions. Accountability is needed for Auckland's water, according to Peter Wakeman. I don't even think it's gonna do much. It's not gonna change for pipeline. It's not gonna change the water system. Peter Wakeman is a joke. The fact that he's running for mayor is absolute satire. He's completely focused on foreign policy in Gaza that he hasn't had any time to focus on what Auckland needs. Guess what Auckland needs? We need competent spending and competent management. we need to invest more in Eden Park, but the council under Wayne Brown's currently blocking it. And Peter Wakeman's not talking about it. He's focused more on Gaza and fluoridation of water. This guy is an absolute nutjob. He should be last place. What a joke. I thought Wayne Brown was horrible, but Peter Wakeman's a whole nother level. That guy running for Christchurch mayor also. You might as well admit this guy's wasting his money. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. There's this guy named Michael Coote. He's running for Auckland mayor. This is his opening statements. My principal place of residence is in Auckland. Yada yada. Okay, this is his opening statements. Multi-ethnic, multicultural Auckland must be a society of racial equality. One person, one vote. Majoritarian democracy respecting the rights of minorities must be the rule. Auckland Council must embody these fundamental principles of modern liberal democratic civilization. In particular, Auckland Council should not promote or encourage Mayoral, Maori, you idiot. Minoritarian objectives or tribal agenda. This guy's an idiot. So what this guy is saying is, oh yeah, we need for Auckland Council to build apartments in the Waitakere Ranges and the Hunua Ranges. If we get for Auckland Council to have enough authority, we can destroy the environment and we can build all the apartments in Waitakere Ranges and the Hunua Ranges. Nonsense. This is bullcrap. The fact that this guy is number 5 in the polls is shocking. This guy's an idiot and people are gonna vote for him? What a joke. Disgrace. You know, Te Iwi Māori actually protect the Waitakere Ranges and the Hunua Ranges. Michael Coote wants to destroy those when he's mayor. Which means that when he's mayor, you're no longer gonna have ranges. Absolute shocking.
Oh yeah, for example, Auckland Council ought not enter a joint committee under the Local Government Act 2002 for the management of Waitakere Ranges Heritage Area that is comprised of 50% public.
This guy's insane. Oh yeah, and the fact that this guy hides behind the words multi-ethnic, multicultural, when this guy is whiter than a big seagull is shocking. This guy hides behind the words multi-ethnic and multicultural. But the reality is he wants to extract tradition into the wilderness, into the abyss. He wants to get rid of culture altogether. He's not a real conservative. He's just a libertarian nutjack. Absolute joke of a candidate. I'm surprised he's even number 5 in the polls, because that guy doesn't even have any good policies. That guy's a joke. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. If you haven't seen my video from 2 months ago, I endorsed Ted Johnston for Auckland Mayor, and I still do. He's still on the ballot. This is his opening statements. We need a mayor who will solve Auckland's problems and make it the best city it can be. Our biggest problems include transport, congestion, housing costs / shortage, water / waste, rates rises, rogue CCOs, red tape, wastage, overspending, incompetence, and poor accountability. I mean, I don't know about the overspending bit, but other than that, he seems good. He says he will focus council on its core responsibilities and services, e.g. infrastructure. He will create a world-class rail network linking the entire city, airport, and North Shore. I knew this guy would invest in the North Shore. I'm from the North Shore. We need investment. We lack investment here. Ship goods at night via rail. Cut motorway congestion by making public transport cheap. This guy is a hero. I knew this guy was a good candidate. Oh, it's sad that people didn't vote for him last time. Efficient and reliable. Okay, that's good. Sort out the ports. Revitalize the inner city by allowing easier access. Prevent begging / sleeping on our streets. Make Auckland safe again. Freeze rates, cut red tape. Stop wastage, incompetence, and corruption. He is a family-oriented man, married with children, born and raised in Auckland. That's good. He's also a lawyer with the skills and knowledge to solve Auckland's problems. He will solve Auckland's problems, according to him. I mean, I actually do believe he will. Whether he wins or not, it doesn't matter. What we need to do is we need to split the vote. Wayne Brown was a horrible mayor. We have to split the vote. If we don't split the vote and boost Ted Johnston, what's gonna happen is we're gonna keep getting horrible candidates and horrible mayors. We need good mayors, like Ted Johnston. Ted Johnston's underrated. Just because he was in the New Conservatives in his past doesn't mean he still is. This guy is a hero for our city. This guy's gonna save Auckland. That's the absolute truth. Wayne Brown, I'm sorry, but you're done. forever and ever. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. This Ryan guy is pretty crack up. I remember seeing a billboard with a futuristic AI-looking train, and then it says at the bottom of the billboard, Ryan for Mayor .co.nz. Let me look it up. So this guy is environmentalist. This guy is a intelligent man. He says he's an intellectual. I don't know about that though, but yeah, he seems pretty smart. He's got a lot of great ideas. His portrait is very funny. Where I'll show you the paper. Wait, this is his portrait. Yep. I know, it looks kind of funny. He's got a lot of great ideas. He wants to have a change in logic to economy and economic logic. Pretty interesting. His transportation metrics are executively managing the restoration of roading flow metrics, second bridge crossing. Whoa, don't we already have that between the North Shore and 𝐕𝐘𝐍𝐃𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐒𝐿𝐓? Anyways, let's continue. Including bikes, e-board / e-modern, strategic car parking buildings, entry points, CBD / conduit points, short-term repairs to transportation metric, 20% within 12 months. Okay. Removal. Okay, so he wants to remove unnecessary traffic lights. Halted installation of last century technologies. Oh, so he wants to get rid of speed bumps. He wants to upgrade last century traffic lights / pedestrian lights sequencing. He wants to reinstate hundreds of city car spaces left unutilized. He wants artificial surf breaks for the East Coast base, which is on the North Shore. West Coast, which is Pieterse. Contactless scallop dredge technology. Ban seabed dredging. Oh, so this guy's an actual environmentalist. He's an actual environmentalist. He wants to get rid of seabed mining and all that. He would recall of scallop dredges. He would flooding windback caused by recent housing intensification. Gorse management, council berms / land / farmland. Gross gun technology, free fencing of waterways on farmland. Okay, he advocates for lithium battery recycling, which translates to recycling 100% of recyclable waste. His website is www.ryanformayor.co.nz. I don't know if you're gonna recycle 100% of recyclable waste. It's actually impossible to do that because because people don't listen these days. You see a lot of people on the beaches and in the parks throw their rubbish on the ground, on the grass. Yeah, so I don't know if we're gonna get 100% of recyclable waste recycled. But other than that, he has a really good platform. I think he wants to turn Auckland into Singapore or Switzerland or something. This guy is basically a futurist. Very interesting. I would put this guy in the top 3 of the candidates. That guy has a pretty good platform. He's currently number 6 in the polls, which is... He could do a little bit better though. But other than that, he has a really good platform. He's got great ideas. You can tell his ideas are genuine. Yep. So if you're an environmentalist liberal, you should vote for this guy, because this guy represents your supposed values. This guy has a lot of great innovation in his mind. He's a very innovative person. You should vote for him if you want. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. As you know, Kerrin Leoni is running for Auckland Mayor. You may have seen her billboards a lot when you drive around the motorway to work and back home. You see a lot of those billboards. Yeah. Now she has quite the name recognition, which is pretty good. This is her opening statements on the papers today. She believes that it's time for change and effective leadership. 100% I agree. For our region, Auckland needs a new leader who will stand up for Aucklanders and is accessible across all communities. A mayor who is hardworking and accountable in planning for now and future generations. She's a proud Aucklander, ready to tackle the big issues for our region. Traffic congestion, reliable transport, water infrastructure, affordable housing, homelessness and cost of living. She has served in Auckland Council for 6 years as local board deputy chair and ward councillor. She will work hard to achieve value for money, keeping rates below double digits, and not just sit in the ivory tower. She brings business experience in property investment, and running her own consultancy in the UK. She's a qualified economist and community leader. Her policies will future-proof Auckland as a greener, safer, more livable region for all. Let's keep Auckland moving, and she obviously promotes her candidacy. So should you vote for Kerrin Leoni though? Yeah, she's actually a pretty good candidate. She's currently number 1 in the polls. Kerrin Leoni's the official frontrunner here. She has a lot of good systematics. She has quite a bit of experience, more so than Rusty Wayne Brown. And she also has the guts to take on the corrupt elites. She also has a lot of great policies. She's gonna lower traffic congestion. She'll bring reliable transport. She's gonna do the best she can. But the question is, will the council let her do what she wants, or will she have to make a compromise? Because the Auckland Council is actually full of bureaucracy. There are lots of bureaucracy in Auckland Council, so who knows if her agenda's gonna get passed. But for the sake of it, let's hope it gets passed, because she actually is a really good candidate. She might actually be a good mayor when she gets elected. I mean, I'm a conservative. I disagree with her quite a bit on the culture wars, but that's not important. What is important is we get rid of Wayne Brown and his corrupt goons. If you want to do that, you can vote for her. If you're a liberal, obviously you should vote for her. She's promising that she's gonna do the best she can to tackle Auckland's biggest issues and to restore Auckland's glory. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. Well, we still got a bit to go. There's this guy named Chuah. He's running for Auckland Mayor. Let's see his opening statements. Chuah, former party strategist and electorate candidate for United Future. Honourable Peter Dunn, who won the seat of 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐈𝐂𝐈𝐂𝐋 Belmont in Wellington and former candidate for a centrist party for Auckland seat of 𝐕𝐘𝐍𝐃𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐒𝐿𝐿. Okay. He will be running for Auckland Mayor. He's running for the 𝐕𝐘𝐍𝐃𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐒𝐿𝐿 local board. Yada yada, independent candidate. He says he will combine academic teaching / research in psychology, sociology, and business. Policy development for immigration policy, legislated in German Bundestag 2020. So he wants to turn Auckland into Berlin. With problem-solving consulting experience, he will provide pragmatic action plans to create and implement strategic vision for better delivery of local council services, minimize increase in rates, reduce unnecessary council spending, and ensure safer policing and noise control for local residents and businesses. As a Lion Club's /RSA member, or is he? He states serving locally requires a balanced, bipartisan, non-partisan approach, assuring left-right politics focused on cost savings, fair and positive outcomes for all Aucklanders. That guy is a legend. Even though I didn't endorse him, that guy is a legend. He's promising that when he gets elected as mayor, he's gonna pass legislation bipartisanly. He's gonna refuse partisanship when he's mayor. So this guy is a true centrist. He truly stands for the values Peter Dunne stood for. He truly stands for the values many Kiwis stand for, if not the majority of Kiwis stand for. This guy would make a great mayor. However, the question is, when do you have to take a position on certain things? There are certain things where you have to take a position, right? So what position will he take on certain things in the near future if he were to be mayor? This could be future scandals, future crises, future spending havocs, future financial burdens. Either way, I like how he plans to be bipartisan. New Zealand definitely needs more of that. We are so polarized. This guy is a relief for many Kiwis in Auckland who think that the rest of the candidates are too partisan. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. Oh yeah, I'm already getting slunked by speaking, but this guy named Ronald Alcock, he's running for Auckland mayor. These are his opening statements. He stands for clear principles. If every person is their own property, the fruits of your labor are your property. You may use your property freely, provided you do not damage another's property. If damage occurs, you must fully compensate for damage, or else act honorably and in good faith. The proper role of government is limited to managing public goods and natural monopolies. Those essential services which markets alone cannot efficiently provide. Woohoo! Let's go! These include national and local defense, a fair justice system, emergency services, infrastructure that supports all of us. I will stand firmly against government overreach, wasteful spending, and unjust interference in your life and livelihood. Auckland deserves leadership that defends your freedoms, respects your property, and delivers only what is necessary, nothing more. And obviously he promotes his candidacy. This guy is nuts. This guy's amazing. No wonder why he's doing good in the polls. He's currently number 4. This guy has pretty good opening statements. Wow. I mean, it sounds good, right? But what happens when he steps into the job? What will he do for Auckland? He never stated his exact policies though, right? So what is he gonna do for Auckland? And if he does what he promises, I mean, if he tries to do what he promises, will Auckland Council even allow such a thing? Because currently there's lots of bureaucracy in Auckland Council, so they might not even like this mayor if he becomes mayor. You know what I mean? But either way, I think he's a pretty good candidate. He might truly fix Auckland if he gets in. Sorry, Wayne Brown, but You're at the deep bottom. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. There's this guy named Jason Pieterse. He's running for Auckland mayor. Let's see his opening statements. He says change should never increase the struggles people face. Improvement is not improvement if it does not alleviate the harsh stains that are present in the lives of the people that call the city home. Tamaki Makaurau is filled with incredible minds. With your support, he intends not to be the face of Auckland, but the hands of the people. So this guy is trying to be some sort of populist. Let's continue. If elected, he plans to push forward changes that give power to your voices, to grow communities by providing everyone the ability to engage with each other in the ways they feel most comfortable and most included. Life should, quote, not be a spectator sport. He's thankful for your support. Ngā mihi nui, Jason Pieterse. Yeah, this guy's a softie. I mean, sure, it sounds good to try to get everyone right, but here's the thing. If you chase voters, you're not gonna win, okay? You only win if the voters chase you, not if you chase the voters. When you try to please everyone, you often please no one. But I do appreciate his values, though. His values are really important, regardless of whether he does horrible or not. New Zealand needs people who have values. If you do not have values, you often become the corrupt face that people never thought you would have became. So you have to have values, otherwise you're just slonking the people off their dusts. So is this guy a good candidate? No. Does he have good points? Yes. He's a very interesting candidate. If he became mayor, I don't even know how the media would react. He'd probably be some sort of puppet. Anyways, peace. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. There's this guy named Rob McNeil. He's from the Animal Justice Party of Aotearoa, New Zealand. He's running for Auckland mayor. Let's see his opening statements. He says the world's in crisis, war, climate chaos, and systems treating animals and humans, and environment as expendable. The change we need starts locally in how we live, protect animals, and care for our shared home. He says, quote, obviously he says vote for him. Animal Justice Party, okay. He says everything's connected, cruelty to animals and destruction of nature harm us all. It actually does, but it's not a big issue at the moment. Local councils shape how we build, move, and protect life. Animals must be central in those decisions we're fighting for. No live exports through our ports. That's actually kinda dumb because you need that for a good economy. Mandatory funded doodooing of dogs and cats. Funded animal rescues and sanctuaries. Respect for Tiriti. Food gardens. Native planting, thriving biodiversity. Low rates and efficient governance. He says better transport for all species. Clean waters and green spaces. Rewilding for climate resilience. Obviously at the end he says to vote for him. And for the Animal Justice Party. So what do I think of that? Yeah, this guy is just a furry in disguise as a human. This guy appeals a lot towards the furry community. He appeals a lot to the vegan community. He appeals a lot to the people who have cats and dogs in their homes. Yeah, this guy is all over the place. He's probably gonna be last place, unfortunately. But he has got some good ideas. But other than that, most of it's pretty dumb though, so I'll pass. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. Simon Stam is running for Auckland mayor. This guy is very interesting. He's just all over the place also. Let's read his opening statements. He says, as a proud father and experienced engineer, he is standing for mayor to be practical, solutions-focused leadership to Auckland. So this guy is a technocrat with a strong background in the private sector. See, I told you. I understand the importance of accountability, innovation, and delivering results. His engineering team taught him how to solve complex problems, a skill our city urgently, desperately needs. He has worked on transformative projects and led teams that have delivered world-class products, and he believes Auckland deserves the same efficiency and transparency in its leadership. As a parent, he wants a city that works not just for us today, but for our next generation, our children, our grandchildren tomorrow. With safe communities, reliable transport, and sustainable growth. He is not a career politician. He's someone who rolls up with their sleeves, listens, and gets things done. Together, we can build a city that works for everyone. He's ready to serve, and he's obviously asking for your support. Yeah, it's really interesting, eh? Is this guy a good candidate? Maybe. Would I vote for him? Probably not. He says he's not a career politician and he's someone who rolls up their sleeves, listens, and gets things done. Well, here's the thing. No one who listens and gets things done talks like that. So this guy is obviously all talk. Would he be a good mayor? I don't know. He'll probably be in between Wayne Brown, which is horrible, and Phil Goff, which is decent or maybe good. So he's kind of an unpredictable candidate. Other than that, we're done with this guy. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. Before we get to Wayne Brown and my opinion on his leadership, we're gonna do the last opposition candidate, Denise Widdison. She's obviously running for mayor of Auckland. Let's see her opening statements. Her principal place of residence is in the Auckland Council area. Okay. Henderson Massey Local Board. She stands for Parliament with a heart full of 𝐎𝐅𝐅𝐈𝐂𝐋, a spirit grounded in tika and a vision of a better Aotearoa for all. She honours the whenua, the people and the whakapapa of this land. She is not here for power, but for purpose, to be a voice for the voiceless and a protector of the sacred. Our kuia and kaumatua should not live in poverty. Our babies should not go hungry. No whānau should be without shelter, safety or hope. She will fight to end homelessness and uplift our most vulnerable, not with charity, but with justice. She walks with and for the rainbow community. Oh no, not the rainbow community, those, no, jacks. Who deserve not just tolerance, but true belonging and celebration. She believes in building a nation where compassion, dignity, equanimity, forgiveness, gratitude, humility, and 𝐎𝐼𝐿𝐼 are not just values. They are policies in action. She will honour Te Tiriti Waitangi, she says. Okay, let's read the Maori section of her speech. Ko tarakea te monga, ko hokianga te aua, ko opori to hapu, ko tumoana te marae, ko nuku whitu te rangatira, ko ngā toki mata wharora, te waka ko Denise Martin Widdison toku ingoa, ko Lloyd Widdison toku hoa tane, ko Belgian ra ko Miguel aka tama mata mua. Ko potia toku pōtiki kei kone o mō te huringa. Hei whakakora I te koratake o te kāinga, te poharatanga, me te tiaki I o tātou kaumatua, pepe me ngā whānau katoa, ka tū o mō ngā hapori āne waneua, me te ronga rapu ana I te manakitinga tanga. Sorry. Te ngā kautapa tahi me te tō keke ka whakahonore o I te tiriti o Waitangi, a ka arahi ma te whakarongo te maia me te ngā ko pono. Whew, that's a lot. Wow, yeah, is she a good candidate? Yeah, she's a really good candidate actually. She can speak Maori, holy crap. No other candidate I've read on this Auckland Council page for mayor has ever spoke Maori. This is the first. I'm proud of it. But would I vote for her? No, I would never vote for her though. She supports the rainbow community. I disagree. I think the rainbow community disrupts our streets just the same way Brian Tamaki does. But at least she can speak Maori, which most candidates did not. Hey folks, VYNDAKIST official here. Now for best for last, or should I say worst for last. Wayne Brown. He's the incumbent. He is the current mayor. Before I give my obvious thoughts, let me give you a more neutral mode. A screenshot I got from Wikipedia. It's a history of Wayne Brown's leadership in Auckland City. Let's go. Inauguration and leadership style. Following his election as mayor of Auckland, it says Brown appointed Houghton as his interim head of policy and communications, economic advisor and campaign strategist Tim Hurdle as his interim chief of staff. Okay, yada yada, Hurdle's wife, interim deputy chief. Okay, mid-October 2022, former New Zealand First member Jenny Marcroft became an advisor to Wayne Brown. During his first month as mayor, Wayne Brown called for the heads and board members of several council-controlled organisations, including Auckland Transport and the Auckland Council's development, 𝐕𝐘𝐍𝐃𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐒𝐿, to resign as part of a leadership shake-up. Auckland Transport's chair, Adrian Young Cooper, resigned shortly after Brown won the mayoral race. In addition, Wayne Brown called on Auckland Transport to prioritise roading and car parking networks. He criticised the council-controlled organisation for using transport policy and services as a tool for changing how Auckland is lived. He is known for being uncommonly reluctant to accept interviews, having granted just 2 from 108 requests within his first month as mayor. Despite being referred to as the centre-right candidate after he won last time, by November 2023, commentators were noting he has shifted towards the centre-left on several policy issues and in terms of political allies. Free waters. During his mayoral election campaign, Wayne Brown had campaigned on stopping the Free Waters reform program, and on 17th October, I don't know what year that was, 2022, 2023, Brown instructed Auckland's water management company Watercare Services to stop working on the program, describing it as a doomed proposal. On 31st of October 2022, Wayne Brown, along with Christchurch Mayor Phil Morgan and the Mayor of 𝐕𝐘𝐍𝐃𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐒𝐋, Dan Gordon, proposed an alternative free waters plan. Key provisions include the retaining of national water regulator Taumata Arawai while preserving local ownership of water resources and infrastructure, Other proposed changes have included providing affordable finance to support investments in water infrastructure and encouraging local water services entities to merge into regional water entities. 2023 Auckland floods. In January of that year, Wayne Brown oversaw the regional reaction to the 2023 Auckland floods, for which he did not declare a state of emergency for 12 hours after flooding began. I remember that. If I was writing that Wikipedia article, I would have said he did not respond to the Auckland floods. He wasn't even there. Okay, moving on. He was widely criticized for his slow response to the unprecedented deluge. When questioned on the poor level of preparedness on RNZ by Kim Hill, in a rare public interview he has granted just 2 during the first month of his mayoralty out of 108 requests. He was unable to confirm whether or not text alerts had been sent out to Aucklanders or if tap water was even safe to consume, and claimed it was a bit early and not helpful to ask if the floods were caused by climate change. Kim Hill clarified to Wayne Brown that no texts have been sent when she said that his administration's level of inability to cope was terrifying. He then claimed it will be interesting to see just how well prepared Wellington is when the earthquake strikes. Wellington, as a city, is extremely vulnerable to earthquakes. This prompted condemnation for his mocking remarks. Kim Hill challenged him for what she described as a low blow under the circumstances. In mid-April 2023, Bush International Consulting released an independent review of Auckland Council's emergency management system during the Auckland floods at that time. The review criticized the failure of leadership and preparations by key members of Auckland Council, Civil Defence and Auckland Emergency Management, including Mayor Wayne Brown. The review also made 17 recommendations to the Council for planning and preparation for future extreme weather events in Auckland. Wayne Brown accepted the recommendations of a Bush report, apparently, stating that he had dropped the ball during the events of January 27th, 2023. In November 2022, Wayne Brown ruled out a 12% rates increase for Auckland in response to a $270 million shortfall in for Auckland Council's budget for the 2023 to 2024 financial year. Wayne Brown blamed Phil Goff for the Auckland Council's budget shortfall. In early December 2022, Wayne Brown's proposal to scrap for Auckland Council's 10 early childhood centres drew criticism from parents, Kaipatiki local board members John and Paula Gillen, and the Teachers Union, New Zealand Educational Institute. In late February 2023, Wayne Brown unveiled the Auckland Council's proposed 2023 to 2024 budget for public consultation to address a $295 million funding shortfall. Brown's budget proposed cuts to a range of council services, including early childhood centres, library hours, bus services, homelessness initiatives, and funding for clubs, community groups, events, and environmental initiatives. These cuts were estimated to reduce the council's debt by $125 million. Somehow, the proposed budget was criticized by the local Citizens Advice Bureau, MP Chloe Shawbrook and First Union, who opposed cuts to Auckland Council services and funding. Public consultation on the proposed budget closed on 28th of March 2023. By the 28th, the Citizens Advice Bureau has submitted a 20,000 strong submission opposing the Council's proposed cuts. Well, that's a lot. 16th May 2023, the Herald reported 400 jobs at the Auckland Council and its agencies would be made redundant as a result of Wayne Brown's cost-cutting budget. On the 17th of May 2023, Wayne Brown announced that his final budget proposal would include a significant softening of planned spending cuts to social services. Following consulting with the public and some councillors, while the council would continue to fund homelessness initiatives, the Southern Initiative, regional grants and regional events, arts and culture, Brown defended plans to sell the council's shares in Auckland International Airport, citing a budget shortfall of $325 million plus $50 million in flood damage. The council was expected to vote on his revised budget on the 8th of June that year. In addition, Deputy Mayor Desley said that the council would lobby for the central government to fund some services, including the Citizens Advice Bureau. 24th of May 2023, Simpson and Auckland Council Chief Executive Jim Stabbuck confirmed that Auckland Council would make 500 jobs redundant due to the cuts. This included 150 jobs at Auckland Council, 200 jobs at Takati Auckland Unlimited, 150 jobs at Auckland Transport, 16 jobs at Panuku Development. Both Simpson and Stabbuck claimed that these job cuts were part of efforts to make the council and council-controlled organisations as a leaner and more financially stable organisation. 1st of June 2023, Brown offered to reinstate funding for the arts and social services and raise bus drivers' pay by $30 per hour in return for selling off the council's 18% share in Auckland Airport with $2.2 billion. As part of his budget proposal in justifying his decision, Wayne Brown claimed that Auckland Council's airport shares were entirely funded by debt. Wayne Brown offered to restore funding to arts and cultural groups, local boards, and the Citizens Advice Bureau during a media conference promoting his revised budget. Yada yada. You all know that, right? I'm not going to read all of it. And then 23rd of March 2023, Wayne Brown withdrew Auckland from the local government New Zealand, which made it more expensive for Auckland ratepayers. Regional fuel tax cancellation. Wayne Brown just threatened to cancel the $1.3 billion Eastern Busway project. The Pakuranga opportunity. February 8th, 2024, Christopher Luxon confirmed that they would proceed with the plans to scrap for Auckland regional fuel tax by June 2024. Okay, so Wayne Brown has flip-flopped a bit. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can read all that, eh? Like, I don't need to tell you. Auckland rates dispute, which happened in March 2024. Mayor Wayne Brown called on the New Zealand government to pay $415 million worth of GST on rates to the Auckland Council. And then, obviously, Simone Brown just responded in, like, some strange way. 5th of May 2024, local water done well, which is just Wayne Brown's plan to... It talks about rate paying and all that. So yeah, I don't really care about that. Wayne Brown has abandoned plans to sell the ports of Auckland in May 2024. He once supported selling the ports of Auckland. So he managed to secure greater public access to the Bledisloe Wharf. Okay, Wayne Brown praised the Ports Board and management for improving the port's performance and returns. And then the last thing that's on this wiki is Auckland Transport. 3rd December 2024, Wayne Brown along with Simone Brown announced overhaul of Auckland Transport's mandate and functions. So they just cut quite a bit of stuff. I'm not an expert, go read it yourself. But yeah, just search up the wiki. And then obviously Wayne Brown announced his re-election campaign. Was Wayne Brown a good mayor? Hell no. He couldn't even respond to the Auckland floods. Wayne Brown wasn't even there during the floods. He just used the money to have his own personal gains. And he cut lots of things that would have benefited Auckland. If Wayne Brown gets back in, if there would be no investment in Eden Park would be long gone. If Wayne Brown wins re-election, Auckland's economy is probably going to stagnate due to a lack of investment and halting of progression. This would in turn make stuff way more expensive than it should be, which is basically not good. Wayne Brown was a really bad mayor. He was a horrible mayor, but I mean, he did try his best for Yeah. Wayne Brown should definitely resign. He doesn't even care about the ratepayers. He's just making everything more expensive for you.